So here we have the Motorola Atrix, the world's most powerful smartphone. It's got a dual core 1 GHz NVIDIA processor, so 2 gigs worth of processing power, 1 gig of RAM. It's working on Android 2.2. On the back we have a 5 megapixel camera, also takes 720p HD movies. We've got Pixel. So Android 2.2, again, with all that processing power, we have a very smooth, sharp experience. The screen's QHD, quarter of HD quality. So already within the Motorola Atrix we have a wonderful smartphone. But really it's when we introduce it to its ecosystem that we really see the power of Motorola Atrix come alive. So here we have the HD multimedia dock. It's got 3 USB inputs. We happen to have a keyboard and a mouse plugged in at the moment, but you could use a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse if you wished. You can also put in external hard drives for all the files that you might want to use. HDMI out and a power in. So when we dock the phone, you'll recognise it's docked. You'll say what type of experience. So first of all, I'll show you the web top. And then up on the monitor here, you'll see that there's a representation of the smartphone, of the Motorola Atrix. And you can do everything that you'd want to do on the smartphone here. It's an exact duplicate. So you can even make phone calls, for example. It's all phone Antonio. Okay. And so now we're making a call, and at the same time we can also have a full PC grade Firefox internet browser experience. So if we just close this, so all of our favourite website, Motorola.com, supports Flash, as does the smartphone. We can of course move it to the full screen if we wanted to. At the same time, as you just saw there, it's telling me that emails are coming in, so I'm aware of what's going on my device while I'm also browsing. Down the bottom here we have some shortcuts to really support the typical things you want to do. So if you wanted to call a friend, look up contact information, send a text. I'll come on to the entertainment centre in a moment. We also have a file manager as well. Motorola Atrix has 16 gig of onboard space, as well as an extra up to 32 through a micro SD card.
Actually, I got a question. Do you want this to be a replacement for a PC at home? Do you want to replace? Is this the replacement then?
This replaces your PC experience, and there's even more news as I come onto it to show you how that does. What we found from consumers is most of them, they love their smartphone, they love their Motorola smartphone, but the one thing they say, oh, if only I could browse the internet through a proper PC grade experience and show that on my television, which you can do through the web top or on the screen. So we're now able to do that. As we move towards the enterprise consumer, there are other things that we can do. So we're beginning to get there. Using the file manager within the Motorola Atrix, you can then, if you have PowerPoint filing in the Microsoft files, I'll just show you that. This will open up on the Android side. And this is all running through a Unix system on here. So we have 2 operating systems within Motorola Atrix. So again, you can imagine you're carrying around all your presentations, your documents on your smartphone, and then you're able to then show them to a client at a business meeting, and equally, because it's HDMI out, project them onto the larger screen as well. And again, using Google Docs, etc., you've got editing capability. If you need to take it to the extreme, then, let me just close this. We also have a Citrix receiver, so therefore you can access Windows 7 and full Microsoft through the cloud, virtual desktop. So far, we're either in the home study environment, at work, but sometimes you need to be on the move, but still have the full keyboard experience. And that's when we then move over to the lap dock. So that's the experience we have here. I'm removing the phone. We can still play around with the phone. It doesn't matter. You might want to use the camcorder, for example, which, as I said, takes 720p. But the great thing about this is you can also zoom in and out while you're taking high definition video, which is quite unusual for a smartphone. So I've just stopped that. So we've been playing with the phone. Now I'm going to put it into the lap dock. The lap dock's got 7 hours worth of battery, so I don't need to power it. So we take the power out. This is where it docks. So the lap dock itself has got no processing power. It's all within the Motorola Atrix. And then it's remembered the experience that we were last having. Again, powered by the Unix system. All your shortcuts are still there, and you can still have your full PC browsing experience if you wanted to.
How much does the laptop dock weigh?
How much does it weigh? Have a feel for yourself. I've got the exact figures.
It's really light. It's really light.
So it's nice and light, and the 7 hours worth of battery is also charging the smartphone at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So when eventually you finished your flight or your train ride and this is exhausted, you've still got a fully powered up smartphone. And then finally, you've had a hard day of work, travelling, etc. It's now time to enjoy ourselves. So again, this is exactly the same. This is the HD multimedia dock, the same one as I was showing you earlier. But now we can go into the Motorola Entertainment Center. We have our own unique interface here. We can listen to music, have a look at pictures. I'll just show you some, I'm not sure what we've got on here today, City. So again, really beautiful, high definition, on the large screen.
Is it 1080p or is it 720p?
This is 720 at the moment, but when this goes to market, then hopefully we should be up at that high figure. So we have a few pictures there using the remote control.
Is this the same dock as that one?
Identical.
Okay.
Identical.
So you don't need two different docks for them?
No, you don't. This is just for demo purposes. Okay. Yes, it's still got 3 USBs, exactly the same. And
can you change the item you want to show on the screen? Right now it's photo, music, video, start. Can you, like, for example, add Angry Birds in?
Angry Birds, yes, you could absolutely. That's when we start the web top. So I'll show you that in a second. Just show you an HD video, for example. Again, show you the power of Motorola Atrix. So again, this is where the beauty of the dual-core processor is really working. And to your point, this is obviously playing off one of the files on the phone. You could have more plugged in at the back, hard drives. Also, you could then have the full web experience and play, movies off the internet with more over-the-top video that we now have. So there's an example of that. Then web top. What we then do is we replicate the experience that we've had on the laptop and also on the high definition. So again, you can view everything through here. Oh, thank you. I was getting a bit cold. So again, if you wanted to watch any movies through YouTube, etc., you can do that through this interface through HDMI.
How do you then type like an URL?
The best way of doing that is then would be through a Bluetooth keyboard, which we've got demonstrating over there.
Yeah, okay.
Or, if I wanted, I could unplug this and pop it into there, and that's the way that you then plug it in.
Okay, perfect.